Hey guys, good morning. If you are new to my channel, my name is Logan. I am 24 years old and I do stay home during the week. I wouldn't call myself a stay-at-home mom because I do work. But excuse me. But anyways, this video is going to be a controversial parenting tag. This is a new one than my last video. And it's been a while since I filmed my first one anyways. It's been probably a year and a half or so. I don't even know. That's not nice. But anyways, we will go ahead and jump right into this video. I also forgot to mention I am doing this video in a collab with my sister-in-law Madison from Mama Maddie. I will leave her link down in the description box. Please stop. She is a mother to 3 kiddos. She has Kenzie, Bryler, and Paisley. Can you stop? So Bryler and Harper, my Harper, are literally 8 weeks apart, or 2 months apart. He was born like February 23rd and she was April 23rd. Anyways, Paisley and MaKara are 2 days apart. They were supposed to be about 6 weeks apart, but MaKara was born obviously 6 weeks early. So yeah, anyways, you guys will have to go and check out her channel too. Okay, so the first question is paying your kids to do chores. I don't see a problem with this. I think it's great because it installs, like, you know, work ethic and money management. You know, if they want a new toy or whatever, you gotta work for it. So I think that's a great idea. I don't see anything wrong with that. I know a lot of people don't pay their kids to do chores. I think they just expect them to be done. But I feel what? Yeah. I feel like in the end, kids are going to work harder if they know that they get something out of it. So if it makes your life easier, pay your kids to do their chores. I think that's kind of a win-win situation. So, number 2, this one really shocked me. It's, what do you think about taking a baby to a bar? My answer to that is heck no. And anybody that does that, you're crazy. You know, it's different. If it's just a bar, why would you want to take your kid there anyways? If it's like a bar and grill, that's kind of another thing. That's, you know, you can sit down to eat and have dinner and whatever. But I still feel like if it is, you know, a bar, the bar scene is not a good place to have a baby. So my answer to that is no. Number 3 is toy guns. Letting your kids play with toy guns. We have 2 boys. They are 7 and about to be 6 next week. And they play with guns at our house all the time. They know that they're not allowed to... Here, there you go. They know that they're not allowed to, you know, point it at each other. They're not allowed to do it to... You know, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna do this, whatever. They're not allowed to do those things with them, because if they do, that's when they get them taken away. But I feel like as long as you install gun safety with your kids and inform them of that, then I don't see any problems with, you know, kids are gonna be kids. They're gonna play with guns. So, can you please stop? So yeah, I have no problem with that at all. Number 4 is piercing baby's ears. You can see Harper does not have her ears pierced, and I don't plan to pierce either of my girls' ears until they're old enough to tell me that they want them done, and they're also old enough to clean them. You know, not me have to worry about cleaning them all the time. Obviously I don't mind helping, but I feel like they should be old enough to where they can clean them themselves, you know, once they're done. So I don't know. I mean, it's up to each parent with this one. I feel like if you want to get them done, get them done. I don't see anything wrong with it. But just for me personally, I'm going to wait until they're old enough to tell me they want them done. Number 5 is co-sleeping. We definitely do agree with this. We're still co-sleeping with both of our girls. Harper is 2. She'll be 3 in April. And then MaKara she's almost 4 months old. So, you know, we let the boys sleep with us for a while, but once they hit about 3 or 4, I can't remember how old, I think Bryce was 4, we finally got them, you know, you're going to get in your own beds and start becoming more independent, you know, things like that. But I have no problem with co-sleeping. I think it's great. That's how I bond with my girls, I feel like, is, you know, getting to snuggle them at night or whatever. So yeah, I have no problem with co-sleeping. Number 6 is older kids in strollers. This one I'm kind of confused about, but I'm thinking it's asking, you know, is it okay for an older kid to ride in a stroller? I feel like it depends on the age. You know, like, I feel like Liam and Bryce are a little bit too old. They're almost 6 and 7. I feel like there's no reason why they should be having to ride in a stroller. You know, account the fact that there is some children with disabilities, and so I understand that aspect of it. But, you know, a perfectly healthy kid, I feel like they should be able to walk. And if they get tired, sit down and take a break. You know, if you're somewhere that you're walking a lot or whatever. But I don't think older kids should ride in strollers. I think after the age of, like, probably 4, that's just too old. But up until then, you know, it's great. But older kids, no, I don't think they should ride in strollers. Number 7 is involving grandparents. This is big to us. We are very, very big on family. I have a big family, and Zach's family isn't really big, but we do involve grandparents a lot in the kids' lives. You know, even from, hey, come over, have dinner one night, or, hey, let's plan something this weekend, or what, you know, whatever. Any free time we get, we're usually spending it with either his family or my family. Yeah, and I think my kiddos love their grandparents, so obviously, yeah, we're gonna involve grandparents. I think it's great for kids to know their family. But yeah, my answer to that is yes, definitely involve grandparents. Number 8 is matching parenting styles with each child. This is big in our house. So with Harper, she doesn't listen ever. Something with her is if you get down on her level and try to talk to her, she screams in your face. She's not going to listen. But if you raise your voice and get a certain tone of voice with her, she's going to listen. And whereas Liam, the 7-year-old, he doesn't respond well to being yelled at. So we don't yell at him. He's the one that we have to get down on his level, explain what he's doing, why what's wrong with what he's doing, if he's doing something wrong. And, you know, kind of using a softer tone of voice. Ask questions, you know, why are you doing this? Why do you think it's okay to do this? Why do you feel this way? Whatever. So yes, I think different parenting styles for each kid is good. You know, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like some kids just respond better to different styles of parenting, and Liam is more sensitive, and Harper is just stubborn and stern and does not give up without fight. So it's totally different with those two. Bryce is kind of in the middle. You know, sometimes you do have to raise your voice at him, but usually you can get down on his level and kind of explain to him why he's in trouble or what he's doing wrong or whatever, and he will correct it. But yeah, I think different parenting styles for each kid is a good idea if it works in your house. Okay. Number 9 is starting kindergarten late. I see no problem in this. If your child needs a little bit longer before starting, that's great. Yeah, I don't see any problem with starting kindergarten late if it helps, you know, the kid. Number 10 is homeschooling. I have no problem with homeschooling. I don't personally want to homeschool. I don't feel like I have the capability to homeschool, you know, my kids. They do great in public school so far, and so we'll probably keep them in public school forever. You know, props to those moms that can homeschool and have the ability to homeschool, but that's just not something that we have chosen to do. Number 11, this one's kind of hard for me. It is kids under 18 having sex. I'm not okay with it. But at the same time, I think back to when I was growing up, and I wasn't exactly sheltered as a kid. You know, my parents gave me my freedom, whatever. But I felt like the more that they hounded me about where are you, who are you with, what are you doing, the more I snuck around. So I feel like with this, I don't know, I'm on the fence about it. Obviously I wish they would wait. You know, I wish I would have waited until I was 18. And I was 16. So I don't know. I don't know. This one, no. I hope that they wait. I hope that they, you know, they know to wait until they find the right person. You know, they find the one that they want to marry or whatever. But if, you know, if not, then that's when Zach and I sit down with them and explain to them, you know, the pros and cons of having sex early, and, which obviously there's not really any pros, but, you know, to warn them about, you know, what if you get someone pregnant, or, you know, with the girls, what if you get pregnant, you know, what, then what, because I'm not gonna raise my grandkids, you know what I mean, like, I don't know, that sounds harsh, but if you're gonna lay down and make a baby, you're gonna raise that baby, and that's how I feel, that's how I was raised, that's how, you know, you have to take responsibility for your actions. So, if they choose to have sex before they're 18 and something does come out of it, then they're gonna have to, you know, live with that. What, baby? What? It's on there. But no, I'm not okay with sex before 18. But, you know, it happens. So, what? Number 12 is the cry it out method. I am not okay with this. I hate this thing. I know a lot of people that do it and they have a ton of success with it, but I just can't, I cannot get myself to sit there and just listen to my baby scream and cry and know that they just want to be comforted and not go and comfort them. You know what I mean? I keep saying you know what I mean.
Bye.
But no, I'm not okay with the cry out method. I do sometimes, you know, they have to cry for a minute while you're doing something, but if I'm not doing anything and they're in there screaming their head off, I'm gonna go and pick them up. I'm gonna comfort them. I'm gonna snuggle them. I'm gonna, you know, love on them, whatever it takes to get them to calm down. So no, I'm not okay with the cried out method at all. Number 13 is screen time. This is big in our house. So the boys are at that age now that they, watch out baby, that they want to play video games all the time and watch TV all the time, watch movies, watch this, watch that, watch YouTube. Stop. And I feel like they need to be limited on this. Anyways, I was saying, screen time is big in our house. I feel like, you know, we stay pretty busy all the time. Liam has football practice twice a week and then has games one night a week. So, between that and just life, it gets pretty hectic. I mean, they don't have a lot of time to sit and watch TV. So, they usually get about 20 minutes before school. And then at night, we give them from 7:30 until 8:30 to watch a movie, settle down, get ready for bed. And some nights they don't even get screen time, you know. Some nights we're just so go that by the time we get done going and get them ready for bed, stop. Showered and ready for bed, it's time to go to bed. So, yeah, but I think screen time is it should be a big deal. Your kids don't need to sit in front of the iPad all day long, you know, TV all day long, whatever. As long as they're playing, though, I don't feel like, I don't know. I'm so back and forth on this. As long as they're playing, I feel like as long as they're playing and as long as they're not just sitting and watching TV, leave the TV on, whatever. Let them watch it. Let them listen and have it in the background, you know. Let them sit and watch it for a couple seconds and then go play. But if they're just sitting and watching TV all day long every day, that's not okay. And that's, you know, the boys are kind of in that stage right now that that's what they want to do. That's what they, enjoy doing is just sitting and watching TV. And so it's kind of hard sometimes to get them to get up and go play and get up, you know, and go do something, go read, go, you know, whatever. But yeah, I feel like screen time is definitely something that you need to limit in your house. Okay, number 14 is teen pregnancy. I do not agree with this. I'm not saying that you can't get pregnant as a teenager and do wonderful, but I hope for my kids that they don't end up pregnant as teenagers. But going back to what I said on number 11, if you're gonna have sex, and lay down and do adult things, you're gonna have to answer to that as an adult. So if that means you get pregnant as a teenager, then you get pregnant as a teenager. But if you do end up pregnant and do end up having a baby, you're gonna have to raise that baby. I'm not gonna raise your baby. You know, that's how we feel in our house. I'm not going to take over that responsibility for you. But yeah, so on teen pregnancy, I'm not for it. I'm not against it. I'm against it. I wish my kids wouldn't do it. But if they do, you know, every baby is a blessing. So that's kind of how I see it. Number 15 is spanking. We are all for spankings in our house. Harper gets her butt whooped at least once a day. I'm not kidding. Now, this is like a last resort for us. And sadly, yeah, Harper is just, she's a wild child. We live in her world. Yeah, but she's really the only one that gets spankings. I mean, the boys get them sometimes. Not from me, from Zach, but it does come to that sometimes. The baby's waking up. She fell asleep on her playmat. I'll enter that clip here. So I'm about to go film this video, and I laid baby down on her playmat. You guys look at her. So, spanking, yes, we are for that in our house. But I do feel like that should be a last resort. I don't feel like you should just whoop your kid for everything that they do. Okay. Number 16 is public school versus private or homeschooling. I think public school is great. Our kids will stay in public school. I feel like not only does it get them out and give them, you know, kind of an experience of school, but I also feel like it gives them the ability to interact with other kids, and, you know, versus at home when you're just with your siblings all the time, you don't really get to see different personalities and different cultures and different this, that, whatever. So yeah, I think public school, we're gonna go with public school probably for all of our kids, for forever until they graduate. Okay, and the last one, number 17, is how to blend families. I'm not really sure what this is asking, but if it's asking, you know, like how to make blending families easier, I guess. I don't know. You know, we're a blended family. I don't know. Like I said, we're a blended family. You know, the boys aren't mine. They're Zach and his exes. But we've done great at blending our family. You know, the boys love their sisters. There are no half sisters or whatever. You know, there's that quote that always goes around social media that says, you know, like, we're not step, we're not half, we're just simply family. And that's how I feel like you should look at it. If you are a blended family, I feel like everybody should be treated equally. I feel like there should be no favoritism. Yeah, so I mean, there's nothing wrong with blended families. Ours is a blended family. So, yeah, I don't know. That's just something, I feel like that's something that you have to learn on your own. I mean, different stuff works for different people. So, yeah, like I said, I don't really know what this question is asking, so that's the best answer that I have for that. Thank you guys for watching our video. I know some of these I was kind of rambling on, but some of these questions are kind of hard. I feel like the last one that I did was more simple to answer. But anyways, like I said, thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Leave me down, goodness gracious. Leave some comments down below. And let me know what you think about some of my answers. I know not everybody's going to agree with me. But these are the answers that I have that work best for my parenting personally and our parenting as husband and wife. I will see y'all in our next video. Bye, guys!